Good morning, class. How are you doing? I'm sorry this is getting out late to you guys. I recorded it, and then yesterday when I was getting ready to leave, I watched it over, and there was about a 10-minute just glitch in what I tried to share with you. So I didn't want to send something out that you were going to have to like fast forward 10 minutes. And yeah, so what I tried to do was I tried to share the Sync TV portion with you, with the kids talking about this story. So I'm not able to show that in this stream. I can't share it with you guys. It just didn't work. There was no volume and the video was all slow and sketchy. So what I need you to do is go ahead and pause this video, okay? Get into Study Sync, and I want you to watch the Study Sync TV, the Sync TV that's in the first read of Little Women. It's with the kids talking. Pay attention to what they're talking about when they talk about the different girls, okay? We're looking at how the girls are different. Each one's a little bit different, and pay attention to what they say about them, and then pay attention also to what they say about the mom, and also just about the time period. Remember, the story takes place during the Civil War. We're doing Civil War in our RSGs, and they talk about just kind of what it was like and how that affects the story a little bit. So really just pay attention to how they describe the different women and how they describe the mom and the environment. And then when you're done with that, come back to this video and we'll continue on, okay? So go ahead and pause this video now and go and watch that, please, all right? All right, so hopefully you've paused it, you're coming back now, and we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna share my screen with you. So today's part of the first read is only doing the Sync TV, watching that, and we are going to answer the first 4 think questions. I also encourage you to listen to the story one more time, just to, again, get it fresh in your head. The more you listen to it, the more you're going to be able to relate to it and understand parts of it and answer the questions for it. So go ahead and go listen to it one more time as well, or read through it before continuing on to these think questions. All right, so now I'm going to share the Study Sync page with you. All right, so now you should be able to see the Study Sync page. I have already gone to the think questions, and I have split the screen. So we have our story on one side, our think questions on the other. Now, I'm not going to review the exact answers with you right now, but I am going to help you identify which paragraphs you can annotate to answer these questions. Okay, and remember, you guys, each question asks for textual evidence. That's our big push. Remember, we want you to pull out lines from the story and include that in your response with quotation marks, referencing the story. So we're using textual evidence in each one of our answers. And we're only going to do questions 1 through 4 today. So let's go ahead and look at each question. So question 1. Which of the 4 March sisters seems to be most in charge or confident? And which of them seems to be more hesitant and unsure of herself? So there are 4 sisters. We're going to identify 2 of them, the most confident and in charge, and the most hesitant and unsure. So where do we go to look for those? Okay, remember, split the screen, throw on the annotation button, and number the paragraphs. It's easier to identify when we've numbered the paragraphs. So for our first one, we're going to go down to paragraph 5. So go down to paragraph 5, please. And I'm going to start reading at 3, but we're looking at 5. So it says, I thought I'd get her some with my dollar, said Beth. No, I shall, cried Amy. I'm the oldest, began Meg, but Joe cut in with a decided, I'm the man of the family now, Papa is away, and I shall provide the slippers, for he told me to take special care of Mother while he was gone. Okay, so we have Joe here saying, I'm the man of the family now. Joe's one of the sisters, but remember back then, they've always considered someone has to be the man of the house. This was a long time ago, so the man of the house was the person in charge. And since their father is away at war for the Civil War, there is no man. So Joe was given that task of kind of being the one in charge. So here we can see her kind of taking over, right? She's the one in charge. She's confident. She cuts in right away. She's very decisive. So make sure you annotate this part, and you're going to include this section in your response. All right. Now, if you think one of the other sisters was the most in charge and confident, that's okay, but you're going to have to support your answer with something else, with another part of this story. Okay. But if you want to go with who we're looking at here, Joe, use paragraph 5 in your response. Okay. Now, the second part of the question was who seems to be the most hesitant. Okay. So go down to paragraph 14. And starting at 13, we have put them on the table and bring her in and see her open the bundles. Don't you remember how we used to do on our birthdays? Answered Joe. I used to be so frightened when it was my turn to sit in the chair with the crown on and see you all come marching around to give the presents with a kiss. I liked the things and the kisses, but it was dreadful to have you sit looking at me while I opened the bundles, said Beth, who was toasting her face in the bread for the tea at the same time. All right, so here we have Beth. Beth saying she was always so frightened to sit in the chair with the crown on when it was her birthday. So she had issues, or she had trouble when she was the center of attention. And it's kind of what the second question is asking, right? Who's the most hesitant and unsure of herself? So even though it's her birthday, she's talking about how she was the hesitant one. She was unsure of herself. She wasn't confident. So use paragraph 14 in your second part of your response here, okay? So remember, we should have like 2 paragraphs here. You're going to have a paragraph for who was the sister most confident and a paragraph for who was the sister that was most hesitant, and use some of that textual evidence, okay? Throw something in quotation marks and include some of the story. Make sure you're annotating as well. All right, let's go to question 2. Question 2, what kind of relationship do the 4 March daughters seem to have with their mother? Support your answer with evidence from the text. Again, another, really pulling out that evidence from the text, you guys. So let's go back up to paragraph 6. Paragraph 6 are talking about how they feel about their mom and what they're going to do for their mom. So paragraph 5, we have Joe saying, she's the man of the family now that Papa's away, and he told her to take special care of the mother. Continuing on to paragraph 6, it says, I'll tell you what we'll do, said Beth. Let's each get her something for Christmas and not get anything for ourselves. So this is really kind of showing how they feel about their mom. What are they willing to do to make their mom have a special Christmas? Okay, so pay attention to that part, and you're going to want to answer that question. What kind of relationship do the 4 March daughters seem to have with their mother? How are they talking about her? How does it seem like they feel about their mother? And include some lines from the story. All right. All right. You guys are doing great. Question 3. What textual clues does the author provide to indicate that the people in need on Christmas morning are an immigrant family? So you may need to go back and listen to that one more time. Remember, the mother comes in and says, we're going to go give this stuff to another family that's more in need. So this family that's more in need is an immigrant family, but how do we know they're an immigrant family? What in the story gives us a clue to that? So I would like you to go down to paragraphs 41 and 43. Okay. Paragraph 41. Ich mein Gott. It is good angels come to us, said the poor woman, crying for joy. So here we have this woman speaking a different language, right? Does that give us a clue that this is an immigrant family, and why? Okay, paragraph 43. Well, 42, it says, funny angels in hoods and mittens, said Joe, and set them to laughing. In 43, it says, in a few minutes, it really did seem as if kind spirits had been at work here. Hannah, who had carried wood, made a fire and stopped up the broken panes with old hats and her own cloak. Miss March gave the mother tea and gruel and comforted her with promises of help, while she dressed the little baby as tenderly as if it had been her own. The girls, meantime, spread the tables, set the children around the fire, and fed them like so many hungry birds, laughing, talking, and trying to understand the funny broken English. So again, paragraphs 41 and 43, you guys, give you clues that this is an immigrant family. Include those lines in your textual evidence to show how you know it's an immigrant family. And question 4. Use context to determine the meaning of the word abashed as it is used in chapter 2. Write your definition of the word and tell how you figured it out. So let's find where abashed is. And abashed is on paragraph 25. So again, we need to use context clues. We need to use what's going on in the story and the actual sentences in the story that gives you an idea of what abashed means. So it says, there's mother. Hide the basket quick, cried Joe, as a door slammed and steps sounded in the hall. Amy came in hastily and looked rather abashed when she saw her sisters all waiting for her. So we talked about this. She feels abashed because everyone's waiting for her. Okay, she wasn't there when she was supposed to be. So how would she feel? What is abashed? What's the feeling of abashed? If she's standing there looking at everyone, I'm kind of late. They're all waiting for me. How does that give you a clue of what abashed means? Okay. So again, explain how you figure that out. All right, you guys, that is the 4 think questions for today. I'm going to film the final 4 questions, and that will be for tomorrow. So that will come out tomorrow. We'll finish up those think questions, and then you'll have Thursday's quiz. We'll look at the quiz on Thursday, okay? So you guys are doing a great job. Apologize for getting this out late. Still working on different recordings and trying to get this to be as entertaining as I can for you. So again, let me know in the comments if these videos are helping a little bit. Go over this. Feel free to work ahead and then check back on these videos just to see how you did. But if you want to kind of go through this step by step with the video, that works too. All right, guys, keep up the good work. I know this is a lot different than we're used to, but trying to make it similar to what we've been doing with StudySync. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the hard work. Talk to each other in the comments when you can. Do these assignments over the phone with each other when you can. If you can do video, video conferencing at home with each other, that would work as well. So just do your best, trying to work with others, and ask me questions if you need to as well, guys. All right. Have a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys soon.